Hey you guys, it's Therese and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my December TBR. So this was supposed to come out last week, but I got a new camera and it decided that the autofocus was going to focus on the background and not my face. So here we are refilming and I'm praying it's going to be in focus. But without further ado, let's just get into it. So the first book on this TBR is one that I want to be done with, and it's interesting, but I still don't know how to feel about it, and I'm about halfway through, so maybe it picks up. But that is Winter Song by S.J. Jones. Now for those of you guys who haven't heard about this book, it's like a weird kind of Persephone and Hades retelling. Lissel. I still can't pronounce her name, and I wish they gave us pronunciations. It makes me very sad and very upset. But, so Lysel's sister is kidnapped. Lysel's sister Kath, I'm gonna stay with Kath, is kidnapped by the Goblin King, and she has to travel to the underground to find out how to save her and whatnot. And it seems like I'm already halfway through. The synopsis kind of pulled me in, and the pretty cover, like look at this. But I don't know how to feel about the book. I think it's just like the writing style's not my thing. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm only like 200 pages in, almost like halfway through. So maybe it'll pick up now that like we got past the kind of weird angsty moments, which I wasn't a fan of. But we'll see. We will see. The next book on this TBR is, I don't think you'd call it a very holiday-esque book, if I'm being honest. It's kind of, I'm a holiday behind with this book, but it's whatever. And that is Lizzies Story by Stephen King. And for those of you who don't know, this novel is about Lizzie Landon, and she has a very close relationship with her husband, who is a pristine, like a well-known writer. And now this takes place 2 years after his death, and we find out that he's been hiding some demons, and she kind of has to deal with that. And it sounds really, really interesting because it's a horror genre, and it's like kind of snowy, and we haven't had snow here yet, and it's the middle of December, so but it should be fine. I just want to read this. It looks, like I said, it looks really interesting, and it's been on my, and I got this in June, so I probably should have read it in like Halloween, but we're doing this now in December. It'll be great. The next book on this TBR is one that I'm really late jumping on the bandwagon with, but I finally heard about it through the grapevine that is BookTube, and it's becoming a movie, so I kind of want to read the book before I decide whether or not it has a movie in it. And I know that Laura Condor, who played Jubilee from X-Men, is in the movie, so I'm pretty excited. But that is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Now for those of you guys who don't know, this is about a girl named Laura Jean, and she writes letters to all the boys she's loved before, if that's not obvious from the title, and somehow those letters get out. And I don't know about you, but this is giving me some weird kind of read it or weep kind of vibes without giving me read it or weep kind of vibes. But I'm really excited to read this book. It seems like a really quick and easy read with a lot of emotions behind it, so we'll see how I feel about it. But other than that, I'm pretty excited. The next book on my TBR is one that I heard about just recently, and it just really piqued my interest. I believe I heard it from a Clockwork Reader, or Hannah, but that is The Night Circus by Aran Morgenstern. I almost said Eric. Why did I? Close enough. But for those of you who don't know, this follows two magicians. Like, the Night Circus comes without warning. It kind of appears in the middle of the night, hence the name. And these two magicians have always been competing for one another, to be the head, but they don't know they're competing, if that makes sense. And there's supposed to be a lot of like love and romance and whatnot. And I really, really want to read this book. I don't know if I'll get to it in this month, because I kind of want to put other books in like ahead of the line, just because it is mid-December, and I have yet to finish a single book due to finals and whatnot. So I might so we'll see if I get to this book. So before you guys yell at me, because there's going to be quite a bit, I probably should have read this book a long time ago, but I don't want to say in the mood, because I'm always in the mood for Cassandra Clare. But I've never gotten around to reading it for whatever reason. I think other books have just distracted me, but now I'm going to sit down and read it because I know the last book, Queen of Aran's Shadow, I believe? Yes, yes. This is how behind I am with this like series. I just don't even know. Nope. Nope. I guess I won't know. Nope, I won't know. But that is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, and I don't know who doesn't know because it's pretty popular. This is the second book in the Dark Artifices series. Yes, Dark Artifices series. And this is a sequel to Lady Midnight, which follows Julian Blackthorne and Emma Carstairs, who are parabatai, and we kind of get to see their lives after the Dark War 12 years later, I believe. Yes, no, maybe so. 6 years later. Some weird number of years later. It's been a hot minute. I remember what happened in the book. I don't remember how long, like the time frame. But it's kind of like figuring out who killed Emma's parents, and then this weird, lovely little forbidden romance because parabatai are not supposed to fall in love. And I don't know why I've put it off for so long because I really love these characters. I think aside from the Infernal Devices, the Dark Artifices are probably one of my favorite books by Cassandra Clare. So hopefully I'll get to this month and I'll just fall more in love with the characters and I'll be a sobbing mess on the ground, which is fine because who doesn't love sobbing while reading a book? But that is it for my December TBR. I was hoping to get through so much more books than this, but finals have been really kicking my butt lately, so, but there's that. Maybe I'll catch up soon, but who knows. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. I'm going to be uploading 2 this Saturday just to make up for not having one on Tuesday. And then I'll see you guys on Tuesday afterwards. Yeah.